If you're ever under federal investigation and the FBI goes and talks to all your friends and families and neighbors and everybody that they can talk to, at the end of those interviews, they fill out what's called a 302. And someday you're going to get a great big box of 302s like I did, and you're going to have to read through them all. Well, you don't have to, but because I was planning on going to trial and fighting my case, I read through all these 302s, and it's awful. So here's the thing about the way the FBI interviews. They don't record the interviews. They just make a report after they do the interview, and that's called the 302. And from what I've seen, a lot of times those reports are fairly one-sided. Like they write what they want to write, right? So it'd be really nice if there was a recorded version of this, but there wasn't in my case. So the day the FBI showed up at my house, I was standing there with my 3-month-old baby and my husband. And they basically let my husband know, we're investigating your wife. She's going to go to prison, and there's a good chance that you're going to get caught up in a conspiracy if you don't want to work with us. That was a pretty rotten day for me. I don't think I couldn't even eat or sleep or anything for a couple days after that. But I fought my case because I'm a fool and I couldn't accept that I made these mistakes. And so I just fought it and hired attorneys, and we went through paperwork, and I read these boxes and boxes of 302s. And it actually really sucks to read those. What surprised me was that the people that they talked to that I would say had the most dirt on them, or people that like were involved in the real estate deals, they said the worst things. The people that really had nothing to hide, there's just something about when the FBI shows up at your house, nobody wants to talk to them. It just sucks, right? I don't want to see the FBI. It's usually not a good thing when they show up, but there were people that just didn't have anything to hide, and their interviews were fairly straightforward. But the people that were involved in real estate but didn't want the light on them, they had all kinds of things to say. And a lot of times they weren't very accurate. So if you've been through a federal investigation and you've had to read your 302s, God bless you. When I finally decided to plead guilty and ended up going to prison, I had a great big throwaway party, and I trashed all those 302s, and I never have to read a 302 again.